welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you're new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and I post 2 videos a week on a Tuesday and a Thursday at 7 AM. So if you love recipe videos like this one and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you how to make my delicious buttered turkey curry. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious buttered turkey curry. Now this recipe is really easy to do, and turkey in this house isn't just for Christmas. We normally eat turkey all year round, and actually on Christmas Day we normally like to have a roast chicken. It's only a very small amount of people who come for dinner on Christmas Day, so I don't like to cook a whole turkey and then have loads of leftovers. I'd much prefer to cook a chicken, and I also know that my husband and son love roast chicken, so that's why I tend to include turkey in our menu all year round. It's not just a special occasion meat for us. I like it because it makes a nice change from chicken sometimes as well. Turkey is like chicken, it's one of those meats that you can add lots of flavours to and it doesn't really change the taste of the meat. So I love making curries with turkey, and this one I thought we'd have for dinner this evening, and of course while I was making it I thought I'd share the recipe with you. So here is how to make my delicious buttered turkey curry. Before I do anything else, I'm going to marinate the turkey. You can use chicken for this meal as well if you want to. So I'm going to add about 200 mils of coconut cream to a mixing bowl like so. I think that's about 200 mils. Yeah, I think so. And then I'm going to add some grated ginger. So I've got about a 1-inch piece of grated ginger, and then I've got a 2-centimetre piece of turmeric that I've also grated as well, and I'm going to add that to the coconut cream. And then I'm going to add about a teaspoon or 2 of garam masala as well. And garam masala is just a mix of spices. If you wanted to make your own garam masala, then you can. I like this one that I buy from my local supermarket because it's just really easy and it's very handy to have in the cupboard as well. And I'm going to add to that some pepper, a little bit of pepper, because obviously we've already got the spice in there, and a little bit of salt as well. And I'm going to squeeze in the juice of 1 whole lemon as well. So this dish, you need to marinate the chicken for about 2 hours, or preferably overnight. Now I haven't got overnight, so I'm going to do this for about 2 hours now. So I'm going to marinate this turkey, for about 2 hours. As I said, you can do it the night before, which makes the dinner really easy the next day. This is a bit of a time-consuming recipe to make, but the efforts are worth the results. I promise you, this is delicious and it will all be worth it in the end, as my mother always says. So yes, now I'm going to add in the turkey. So I've got some diced turkey breast here that I'm going to add in, and I'm going to mix these ingredients together. I'm going to do that with a wooden spoon because a metal spoon is always a bit too noisy for people, I know. And I'm going to add in a little bit of salt as well. So I'm just going to add, salt and pepper to your taste basically. So I'm just going to add some sea salt in as well. And as I said, I'm going to mix these ingredients round like so. And then I'm going to marinate this turkey in the fridge for a couple of hours, and then I shall come back and cook it off with lots of lovely vegetables. It's 2 hours later and I'm going to preheat my oven to 160 degrees. Now what I'm going to do is I have put a large saucepan onto a high heat, and I'm going to add 2 knobs of butter to that, or 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm also going to add some oil to the base of my pan as well, and I'm just going to leave the pan to heat up now. My pan has started to get nice and hot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the leeks. So I have topped and tailed 1 whole leek, so I've removed the top and the bottom from the leek, and I've just simply sliced it into probably about ½ centimetre pieces, and I'm just going to fry the leek in the butter and the oil until it starts to soften. So I'm just going to continue to fry the leek. The leek has started to soften, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in 2 cloves of garlic that I've peeled and sliced. You can use 2 or you can use 4. The decision is yours. In the original recipe I said to use 2 to 4. I think 2's fine, to be honest, but if you do like your food more garlicky, then please add more. So I'm going to fry the garlic until that starts to go golden brown, and that shouldn't take too long, to be honest with you. I've lost it all now. It's all in here somewhere, but I can start to smell it, so I'm assuming that it's cooking well down the bottom. There. Yep, I can see it. So it's started to turn a lovely golden brown colour. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my harder vegetables to this. So I have peeled and sliced 1 small butternut squash. Well, I've peeled and sliced about half of it because there was quite a lot of it. And then I've also got 1 large carrot that I've peeled and sliced and diced. And I've also got 1 yellow pepper that I removed the top and removed the stalk and the seeds from it, and then I just sliced and diced the flesh. And then I have peeled and sliced and diced 1 courgette, and I'm just going to add all of these vegetables into my pot like so, and I'm going to let these cook down now. So I'm going to continue to stir them around the base of the pan, but I'm going to let them cook down, and this will take probably a good 5 to 10 minutes before everything cooks down. Harder vegetables do take longer to cook, but I do love these sorts of vegetables in a curry, which is why I normally use them. But they do take a lot longer to cook down and soften in a pan. So you really do have to be patient at this point and just continue to keep stirring them around the pan, and eventually they will soften. It'll probably take around 5 to 10 minutes, I'd say. So the vegetables have started to cook down. I did cut the pieces quite small as well because I wanted them to fry slightly quicker. I think in a curry I made recently, I made them quite crunchy, quite large, and they were quite al dente, I have to say. So I did make them a bit smaller this time, and I have cooked them for slightly longer. So I've cooked these for about 10 minutes now, and I'm going to add in my tomatoes. So in the original recipe I said to use 2 to 4 on the vine tomatoes. I had 2 very large on the vine tomatoes, so I've decided to use those, and I'm going to add those into the pan as well, and I'm going to fry the tomatoes round now until these start to soften. Obviously these won't take as long to soften because they are already quite a soft vegetable, so it'll probably only take a few minutes to cook the tomatoes through and help them to start softening in the pan. So I'm just going to continue to fry all of these vegetables together now. So everything has started to cook beautifully in this pan. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my marinated turkey breast, or chicken breast if you're using chicken for this recipe. And I'm going to mix all of these ingredients together, and I'm going to cook everything together until the turkey goes a lovely golden brown colour. So I'm going to continue to stir this pot and help the turkey to go a golden brown colour. So the turkey has started to cook. I've added salt and pepper already. I'm just going to add in some green beans to this as well. Now normally if I've got spinach or kale I will add it in at the end, but I find that the green beans soften beautifully if you add them in at the beginning, or at the beginning in the cooking process, if you see what I mean. So this is cooked now, and what I'm going to do to make it even tastier and to make the meat juicier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the oven for about an hour or so, and then I shall cook off some rice later on, and that will be our dinner done. So I'm going to turn the heat off and I'm going to go and put this into the oven. The curry has been in the oven for about an hour now, and as you can see it looks really juicy and oh, it smells so good. I've cooked off some rice, so I'm just going to pop that in there to keep it warm, and I'm going to serve the rice with the curry, and that will be our dinner done. That's how we make my delicious buttered turkey curry, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having this for my dinner this evening, and it smells so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.